are nice and set and not too crunchy, and you can have a sugar-free pie. It's very easy if you learn to be creative and simple. We try to make things way too busy, too hard. We try to make too many ingredients. Make things simple. Think of what a pie shell is. It's nothing more than some sort of flour or container. So grind up walnuts, grind up almonds, grind up pecans, and you can make a pie shell from that. All right? I'm going to go back to the pastas. Pastas are another thing that there are sometimes people make pasta a staple in their house. I could make pasta very well a staple in my house, but I don't because I don't feel it's just good for you to have all the time. I think you need more protein than pasta. You tend to eat pasta and you overdo. Instead of eating the protein you have, you eat the pasta. I know, I've been there. All you have to do is you can make a whole one of these and a stick of butter and some Celtic sea salt, and I'm good. But that doesn't serve everybody right. Now, I'm going to tell you the best pasta I feel that you can get is things like quinoa. Quinoa is a super grain, and it has a slight taste of its own. Quinoa is wonderful to make like a macaroni salad with. Okay, so in the summertime, I might make a macaroni salad with quinoa. It tells you always how to make it on the box, and I usually follow the directions. I like all my pasta al dente, so it means it's a little bit crispier. I don't like it so watery. I like to have a crunch to it when I bite into it. This on it has an oriental salad that they make with mixed vegetables, cooked chicken, chestnuts, and oil and lemon juice. So you just make something up. They also have a chili cheese casserole. See, I would actually use, it says shredded mozzarella jack cheese. Well, they have different cheeses made out of rice that I might substitute for that. And unfortunately, they say margarine, and they do say or butter, but you always want to do butter. You don't really want to do margarine in anything ever. So that's quinoa. This happens to be a brown rice pasta. My husband, Dr. Bob, found this when he was with the Celtic sea salt people this year in Boston, and he found this at a food expo, a health food expo, and this pasta, this rice pasta, is the best. And I got it online, and now, Dr. Bob, it was MapleGroveFoods.com. MapleGroveFoods.com. Very inexpensive, and they have great bouillon cubes. And the reason I'm telling you that now is if you buy so much pasta, they threw in some bouillon cubes for free with my order. And they have good bouillon cubes, and it's important because you know what? Most bouillon cubes have maltodextrin in it. They have bad stuff in your bouillon cubes. And if you get good bouillon cubes, that adds a richness to your stews, your pastas, your chicken soups, all that type of thing. And they have beef, vegetable, and chicken. So please look them up. If you're going to eat and you don't have opportunity to get brown rice pasta, a whole grain, like whole wheat pasta is good. I happen to really enjoy this organic brand. And if I'm making pasta, it's normally with, you have to understand, DeMaria. That's Italian, right? So we're making something Italian with pasta. So mostly it's a spaghetti sauce, either my own or I do buy brands, any brand that I can find that is good, rich, and it doesn't have sugar in it. And we usually have chicken meatballs. And I think you probably have heard Dr. Bob talk about his chicken meatballs, which he uses ground thigh and ground breast of organic chicken, and he mixes it together with any type of herbs that you guys like. You've got to understand, you can do with it what you want, but we always use Celtic sea salt, and we always add spinach because spinach adds moisture to those meatballs. And so this is a wonderful brand, and it's Bio Natural, okay? Now, this is from Vitaspelt Company, and it's Y Spelt noodles. Why I got this is because I make a lot of chicken soup in the wintertime because we enjoy soup, it's warm, it's very healthy for you, and these noodles just look so good that would go with my chicken soup because I like wide, thick pot. I like to taste what I'm doing. And that's why I'm going to transition into some grains right now. I love the taste of barley because barley is very rich, and barley actually is a good grain for you. I feel that barley goes well with beef. So if you're going to do a beef stew or a beef soup, especially a beef vegetable, I think barley is awesome with it. So it's a good rich blend. People eat barley for breakfast. Just like oatmeal, they eat barley for breakfast. You can put some butter on it, flax oil. It's a wonderful dish. I know yesterday I did this class and I was telling everybody about oxtails. A lot of people don't know about oxtails, but oxtails are a great meat. I like to get organic oxtails, and it's a wonderful soup. It just takes either a pressure cooker to pressure cook it in because it can get chewy, or you cook it for a long time. And that with like a tomato base and vegetables and some beef in there too added is awesome. The oxtails are very sweet meat, very sweet meat. Another grain is brown rice. I would transition always away from white rice and go to brown rice. Brown rice has short grain and long grain. Short grain is healthier for you. And so instead of the long grain, there are places in this area in like Westlake, Rocky River, if you're out and about, that you could just pick up brown rice. If you go to Crocker Park and you go to, let me think, Liquid Planet, there it's already made, fresh brown rice. You go in there for $3, they give you a huge bowl full. You go home and do what you want with it. If you're in Rocky River and you go to, let me think of the name of it.
Pearl of the Orient.
Pearl of the Orient. Thank you, Dr. Bob. Pearl of the Orient, you can go in and for $3 you can get a huge bowl of it too. They make the long grain at the one at Crocker and the short grain in Rocky River. This is Trader Joe brand. All you do is add some water and steam it a little bit, and this will come to life also. I like to get these because if I'm making a stew or a soup, or if I'm throwing something in the oven, I can easily throw this rice in with a little bit of water, some vegetables, and they have a wonderful organic turkey breast at Trader Joe's, and I just throw the turkey breast, some frozen vegetables during the winter time, a packet of this in, any type of seasoning I want. If I have a soup in the cupboard, or if I use some of my water, and I place it in the oven for about 20 minutes to a half hour, and supper is ready. And it's a good way to make a full supper. I want to make you aware of, everybody talks about breadcrumbs, and breadcrumbs can be made, picked up with brown rice. These are brown rice breadcrumbs. So a lot of people that want a wheat-free, gluten-free diet can eat these. You also can grind the rice cereal. Remember I was talking about this, the cookies that you can make? You can actually grind your rice cereal and make breadcrumbs from there. Again, be creative. The breads that you have that are wheat-free, put them in the oven and let them get crispy, and then put them in your blender and make your own breadcrumbs. Dairy we touched base on already. And again, there's a lot of substitutes. There's a brown rice substitutes for cheeses that you can look into. I really would say that we use also organic butter in our house. A lot of people consider butter a dairy. I consider butter actually an oil. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about oils right now. Our oil, excuse me, I have this coconut flour. This is a virgin oil coconut flour that we have here in the office. And you can mix this with any